This is a big debut for Zakar Shaw. I'm very familiar with his work. He is actually here chasing down the Beastman. The two of them had a feud elsewhere in West Virginia, and he has said he has come to VCW, to the Beastman's home turf, searching a one-on-one match with him in the future.
Inter-promotional implications here, Jason. I'm going to tell you what, man. On an event like this, on a night like this, on an afternoon like this, you want to make an impression. This is a stage to do so, and La Misera is certainly a very unique individual.
Few people are going to make an impression like the accomplished Mime
there
from
you go.
Great Paris, and we are seeing a representative sample of his unconventional offense, building a wall between himself and the exile Zakar Shaw.
I think he built a door. Swing and a miss.
And Zakar was able to sneak through that door. The exile Zakar Shaw has been making waves in the Mid-Atlantic region, particularly in Maryland, Virginia, Delaware, now making his way here to McMecken, West Virginia.
And Jason, I'm sure you're well aware of this. That Iranian native, amateur wrestling is the national sport in Iran, so that's why you're seeing this very well-versed technical style. Well, that's a very technical style as well. That's the French version of amateur wrestling.
Drop toe hold now.
What a transition. Nicely done.
Usually it's Zakar Shaw that is particularly miserable. He grew up in Tehran, Iran. He said that professional wrestling was his American dream, and it has let him down in the reality. But he is going up against a man who is professionally miserable in John Paul.
It's quite literally his namesake here, going for that slam. The bigger athlete put on the brakes and lowered the boom that time. The head bouncing off the canvas like a basketball.
Two very different approaches to professional wrestling here on display on the pre-show.
Is Zakar a very physical athlete?
Zakar's a very calculating, very tactical athlete.
He's all business inside those ring ropes, brother. Picked up, letting gravity do the work, hooks that leg.
Only
2.5.
A lot of wrestlers let their emotions rule them. Zakar Shaw, a rare example of someone who is often fueled by his anger. He has been harnessing it for years and uses professional wrestling as the opportunity to work through those aggression issues.
And he's doing it right now, taking it out on the pectoral muscles here. And mounted punches are not where you want to be, because when you elevate yourself, that gives you that extra leverage advantage to swing down for more momentum. Shoots him off here.
The exile clearly not a fan of the performing arts. And John Paul working for it, lifting up the exile, and instead Zakar, great leverage, getting a 2 count.
Working on the kneecap. That's very innovative and very effective. Neck snap.
That's that ferocity in the eyes right there.
Absolutely. The eyes are the window to the soul, and that's an angry man right there, brother.
Zakar Shaw feels let down. Thought that professional wrestling would be a space that would embrace him. Said he came here and he felt just as much an exile in professional wrestling as he has felt everywhere else in his young life.
Sends him off here, hits the buckle very, very hard, ricocheting on impact.
And John Paul didn't so much duck that clothesline as simply fell out of harm's way.
He may be on borrowed time here. Avoids the contact.
Sends Zakar Shaw through the ropes. Wild swing by John Paul. And right now the exile taking control.
Going to take a risk here. Could be looking to end this one early. You want to send the message to the Beastman. This is how you do it. But is he taking too much time?
And John Paul captures the exile mid-air.
The straps are down.
And he is puffing up. It's like he's 2-3 size the body that he had moments before. This is a Popeye spinach kind of situation. And where before he was unable to hit the slam, now with that extra weight, that extra muscle, you see it almost circling around him like an aura.
That's one way to say it.
And I think we know what this is. This is the imaginary friend's elbow.
Well, you got a friend in me, Jason, because he's dropping that elbow right to the sternum. And the complexion of this matchup changing very, very quickly here.
That contact was eminently solid by Jean-Paul Le Miserable. And Zakar Shaw hates mimes. He just said it out there. He absolutely hates mimes. He hates the opera. He hates the theater. He's not a fan of culture.
He got him! That quick, that impactful, just 3 seconds.
Here's your winner, Jean-Paul Le Miserable.
Zakar, as surprised as most of us, that wily street performer